Get the VIP treatment with 4.25% APY high yield cash from Robinhood Gold. And bring your A. What's up, YouTube? Listen, family, if you made money today, let me know down in the comments below. I have a jam-packed video for you guys, so please keep it locked. Please make sure you like, subscribe, help this video get at least 1,000 likes. And without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into it. Okay, guys, I'm kicking it off really quickly. If you want to join the 100K challenge for next year, I will tell you all. But do me a favor. If you are new around here, if you don't know how to invest, how to trade, what platform to use, do me a favor and watch this playlist. I got 25 videos in there, all free content that'll change your life. It'll prepare you for what you need to expect, how you need to come and bring your A game into the next year so you guys can come on the 100K challenge. Okay. Secondly, though, guys, kicking it off with my favorite portion of every video, which is loving on the family, loving on you guys. And this one is from Kimberly. Kimberly, if you see this, this had me cracking up. She said, Elf went crazy. Hey, that's the name my friend and I gave you. Man, y'all come up with some crazy names. Let me know other things in the comments you guys have called me. I heard Steph Curry with the stocks. I done heard all kind of stuff, man. Let me know. This one is a good one. Jedi Chris. She said, I got on the money team a few times with you, and you mentioned it. I gained a little money then, and it's definitely been on the radar. I saw a gap from 105 up to 117 at the beginning of the month, and it hadn't been filled until today. I quickly bought 2 contracts for a put to the downside and it fell down to 103-ish. Sold it. When you see profit, take profit. Following instructions to a T. You guys know I'm loving this. I remember what you said the other day about where it falls from, so I knew it was going to go right back up to 119-ish. It did. But bad boy, young Jedi like myself. Still have a lot to learn, but I'll get there. Thanks so much for what you do. Count H. Count, if you see this, just know you and your girl. Tell your homegirl I was cracking up reading this, man. As soon as this hit the wire, I fell in lap when I saw that first line. Hey, Jedi Chris. But no, I'm proud of you. You guys already know I'm extremely proud of you. When you start to learn the behavior of these stocks, you will start to pick up on the fact that they a lot of times do the same thing. That's one reason you see me honing in on a handful of stocks. I don't want you guys jumping around. I want you guys to be laser focused because when you can learn to master one, guess what? You can make 100K off that one particular stock. This next one is from Philip Gatlin. Phil, he said small hits. Coach hopping in the zone. I have been setting my levels every morning before market open and getting in and out. This is called proper due diligence, guys. Y'all better read this twice. Philip is dropping you guys $1 million worth of game. It ain't Gillian Wallow, it's Philip. Okay? I gotta be at a 30 to 35 win ratio. That means he's cooking. That means he's in his bag. That means he's in his bag and being surgical, okay? Cutting my losses quick is something I had to learn. God, that will keep you in the game. That will save you. That will be your saving grace. Thanks for everything you do. You definitely have changed my life forever. Philip, if you see this, Coach just want to say major salute. I got a bunch of messages on the day. I'm going to be reading them and posting them on IG. I want the world. I'm going to celebrate, show you guys off to the world, okay? They can hate. They can do all that they want to do. I turn up for the folks, okay? I turn up for the everyday people, man, because as the people's champ, it's all about you when it comes to me. It's all about you when it comes to me, okay? And so I want to see you win in the worst way. And I believe there's nothing that they're doing on Wall Street that you guys can't learn and eventually become the best at. That's why I show up every day for you guys, okay? Now check this out, guys. A couple things that I want on your radar, okay? When you want to invest the right way, you need to build out your portfolio properly. And that foundational pillar of your portfolio needs to be VTI, okay? VTI, the Vanguard Total Stock Market, okay? Get this and do all your business around this, okay? You need to have VTI. This should be the foundational piece of your portfolio, okay? You can't retire without having the right stuff inside your portfolio. Something has to be where you park your cash at. It needs to be this, okay? If you don't get VTI, you can get VOO. That's acceptable as well. They one and the same, okay? This next one, guys, you always want to have next to your foundational piece. Everybody say runner. Write this word down. Runner. You need runners. Okay, they might be called growth stocks on Wall Street, but I'm not from Wall Street, guys. I do this. You need what's called runners. I have rinsed and repeated Tesla at least 4 times. I'm talking about made $1 million or more 4 times. It do the same thing. So when they have a period when it's down, just know it's gonna come a day that it's gonna pop back up and be at 300 again. When it's down to 100, 110, all that stuff. Okay, you need a runner. That's what this is. Another example of a runner would be Bitcoin. Okay, guys, you need diversified assets. Gold. You need Bitcoin. You need growth stocks. You need AI plays. You need tech. Okay, you need BTI. Okay, but Bitcoin will be another one of those ones. This one is sitting at $94, guys. And I've been pounding the table for you all that we're en route to 100K. Whether we get there 100K by Christmas Day or whether we get there sooner, okay, it's en route. It is coming, so prepare for takeoff. This is actually going to go higher than 100K, but I just want to keep you guys focused on the base hit, okay? 100K is what is on deck, okay? And then another one for you guys is micro strategy, okay? Something like this, guys, okay? Think about, look at this parabolic move, okay? The ticker symbol on this one is MSTR, okay? And when you see moves like this, you can't help, guys, but to be able to take full advantage of a 10% move in a day, 16% more overnight, and it's just moving and grooving. But again, this is another example of a runner, okay? You don't have to sit in these, make your money, and then put it in BTI. Let this go crazy, and then put your money in BTI, okay? Matter of fact, check this out, guys. Listen, look at this. I'm going to show you guys. Look at this chart. This is not rocket science. This is how I catch my plays. Everybody asks, Coach, how do you be hitting all these home runs? SoFi, Palantir. Look at this chart. This micro strategy, guys. For those of you that don't know how to do this, this is a 1-day time frame. Look at that circle and where it says buy at. A play, all stocks that are going to run will eventually start giving signs and signals. In this particular case, or one that you guys might even be more familiar with, this year is Palantir. Guys, guess what? The pattern on the chart was the exact same. When you get accustomed to seeing and spotting breakouts, you can change your life. Hey guys, I buy shares, so I invest. Okay, I buy. Your future is at your fingertips. Take advantage of the flexibility and diversity of futures trading with pt3. The 100K of these plays. Then lateral to that, I buy long calls. Okay, I buy a call and I buy shares. So I'm getting a double bang. I'm getting a share price to take off, but the option is 100-fold. So they're even zooming way, way past the shares that I want, okay? And then I sell those. Sometimes I ride it lay back down. If it's going to be a recession, a bear market, if the market's getting too high, things are valuations are getting too out of control. And then, guys, you can just rinse and repeat that when you see it, repeat and make that same pattern again once it comes down. Okay, I want you guys to employ that on your journey in terms of making money. Okay, you got to spend time in the chart. The money is in the chart. It's not me. Yes, I'm one of the best in the game, but it's not because of that. It's I mastered the chart, and the money is in the chart. Your $1 million is in the chart. Your 100K is in the chart. When you learn how to read the chart properly, that's financial literacy power. Being literate in terms of reading what the candles are telling you. They're giving you information. They're giving you intel into what's coming next. When you learn what each candle means and what each candle is saying to you, you can make the right play. Listen, guys, hopefully today's video was helpful. Wanted to put this on you today, guys. Give you some plays that'll help you get off the corporate plantation. Listen, we make videos like this every day, so if you like this one, make sure you check out the next one. Remember, most people see a result, but very few consider the journey. Do me a favor. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Make sure you guys grab the next one. Peace. What's up, YouTube? If you made money this week, let me know down in the comments below. It's Friday, so you know we go shopping. I'm going to take you guys through that journey, as well as share with you all what some of the top super investors are buying right now, and maybe it's something you want to consider on your journey. As always, guys, we got a jam-packed video for you all, so please keep it locked. Please make sure you like, subscribe, help this video get at least 1,000 likes. And without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into it. I'm kicking it off with my favorite portion of every video, which is loving on the family. You guys were on fire today, but I got one good one for you. This one's from John. John, if you see this, I want to say major salute. He said, "Hey, coach, blessings from Jersey. I'm 30 for 34 this month. Execution has improved tremendously. The most I've gone down after entry is 7% on average. Using higher time frames to find levels, RSI to determine my entry and even exits, and minimizing losses has helped me have the second best month this year. The wise in fact, I went back through all my losses, and well, as usual, you were right. Thanks for all you do, brother. Blessings to you and your family. No, John, the blessing, it goes out to you. Listen, man, this is a phenomenal level of reflection. I can't stress it enough, guys. It don't matter about wherever you're listening to online, whatever courses you're taking, classes you're in. You must do the real work of unpacking what's plaguing you on your journey, okay? What I found for me was that my 100K was inside of my losses. I tell you guys all the time, I lost for 2.5 years. Ain't none of y'all lost more than me, so therefore I come on here every day already relating to every bit of the journey you're going to go through. Okay, I didn't have a me. I didn't have somebody like myself when I got in this game, okay? So I reached the level of mastery, and I'm a competitive guy, so I took it to a whole other level. But with that being said, the bear trap, okay, meaning the stock is going down, I buy a put thinking it's going down further, and lo and behold, soon as coach buy it, boom, it wanted to shoot up. I learned that all of my losses, at least 90% of them, was just in that alone. So two things happen. One, I can avoid and cut out completely trying to buy puts when the stock is going down, because obviously I didn't figure that out at that time. I'm better, much better at it now. Okay, or I can just simply, I'm going to sit it out. I'm not going to even try to do anything right now until I see where it settles clearly, and then I'm going to get in and look to the long and get in calls and go with the stock. Two minor adjustments changed everything. What is that thing? might be one or two things. It might be one thing. It might be several things for you. But what is that thing that is tripping you up on your journey? Whether it's your entry, whether you're impatient, whether every time you buy, the stock go down lower. If that's the case, that already tell me you're buying and your entries are wrong. Okay. But again, this is next level reflection on John Parton. He broke it down to a T, and it makes perfect sense why he's 30 out of 34 and is spot on flawless in his game right now. John, maybe salute those of you that did your thing this week. Let me know in the comments below. Text me if you haven't. Email me if you haven't. I'm posting all your wins. I'm celebrating you guys on Instagram. Okay. With that being said, guys, check it out. We buy stocks every Monday and Friday around here. So I want you guys to get in the habit. Consider buying them on Friday. Go shopping. That's what it's called, okay? And I want to teach you good habits, okay? We are a consumer that loves spending money on all the wrong stuff. But I want to teach you guys and show you guys, and matter of fact, walk alongside you guys with what you should be doing when you get your money every single week. So around here, if you want a 100K challenge, we buy stocks every Monday and Friday. We call it going shopping. Today, we knocked it out the park this week. Whether it was our spy play that I gave out yesterday hitting the level, whether it was Tesla going crazy, whether it was Palantir, the list is long, so money was made somewhere. This is what you do, okay? This is VTI. I like to park my money in an asset that's going to continue to do the heavy lifting on my behalf, okay? So we're going here to hit trade. We're going to hit buy, okay? We're going to go ahead and lock in one share of that. But look at this. It's 296.82, okay? Matter of fact, we had a good week this week. Let me go ahead and buy 10 shares of this, okay? But what we want to do is this. We want to do a limit order. Okay, I don't want this at 297 or 296. I want this at 294. Okay, so that I know when it's up at this level, I'm up $3 on these shares. Okay, so I'm going to lock that in. I'm going to make sure I change this to February 20th, and then boom, we're going to do that right there. Okay, guys, when you are making money, you have to work very hard not to give it back to Wall Street. You can't go back to if you on your own not to play out the park and you make $500. What most people don't understand about how to build wealth is that you only need three things. You need the blueprint. You need to understand how to do it. You need the tools, meaning the resources and the community in order to get there. And three, you need between $15,000 and $20,000 in capital to get you started. I got rich by and if I help you knock the play out the park, if you on your own knock the play out the park, and you make $500, don't take $500 on your next trade. Does that make sense? You gotta sow a seed. So we gotta have fruit that's gonna bear later. You have to sow the seed so we can have some fruit that's going to bear later. Does that make sense? Guys, Wall Street is designed to trick, trap, and frustrate. They're designed to take your money. So when we win, they extra high. They doing some extra stuff to try to get that back. So you gotta know that. And what I do, I hurry up. As soon as I hit a play off the park, yes, I'm happy. You know what I'm saying? I do the money dance, I get all that out of my system, but then I hurry up and go tuck a little bit off in BTI. Or I can't just stop that slow. Like when I'm gonna talk to you guys about in a minute, like they did Google, I just give it to you guys right now. And I'll say, okay, they took one of my package down. All right, let me put something in there, buying low. No, guess what? It's still going back to 180, 200. Does that make sense? And so, again, guys, be disciplined in this game. Instead of going out buying another bottle, another outfit, another whatever it is you guys like to do, Monday and Friday should be shopping, okay? Some of the stock the top investors in the world are buying right now, okay? I got Palantir pulled up here. You guys been with me in this one for quite some time, but it's even making its way to Wall Street. It's making its way to some of the big dogs, and so they're going to be piling into this, which could easily take it up another $5, okay? And so understand that on your journey, okay? Palantir, to your symbol PLTR. You made money with Palantir this week. Let me know down in the comments. months below. If you made money this year with Palantir, let me know. Okay. Listen, guys, this play has done us extremely well. All right. And we have changed many, many lives. And I'm saying that with a great deal of humility. Okay. Changed many lives. Those that just got in at $20 for it this year, let alone for everybody that's been in this with me since $8. Okay. But that's Palantir. Super investors are buying that one. They're also buying Tesla, guys. Ticker symbol TSLA sitting at 353. This one was up 12, almost $13 on the day, up nearly 4%. It went crazy. Okay, bouncing off of like 338, 340, and going up, like I said, this 353 level. But Tesla is more than a car company. And so, although Wall Street is slow to the party, once they get information, they look like, okay, we're getting it now. All right. So with this having momentum, yes, it's going to pull back at some point in time, but they don't want to get that devastation. And so super investors are piling into Tesla, meaning getting in position. Okay. So when you see those down days, just know that's them trying to bring the stock down so they can get in. Knowing we're going to 365 next, then 385. We're going to live there for a minute, okay? That's going to get us to 410, and we'll eventually matriculate our way to that $500 level. So that ain't coming overnight. But this game ain't an overnight game. This is not a get rich quick game, okay? This is those of us that put in the work, show up every single day, and we're in it to win it. Okay, another one is Google, GOOGL, sitting at 165. Now this one is only down because the Department of Justice came and forced them to sell Google Chrome, search engine web browser. And so that was an unforeseen event, and the stock took an unexpected hit. However, this is the best value company out of the Mag 7. So out of the top 7 tech stocks, this and Meta, okay? Nvidia is not too bad, but this and Meta is the best. I'm talking about valuation. So this is the fundamentals part of the game. And so super investors see this. And so if this comes to 160, even if we can get lucky and get 150 again, guys, go crazy. Get extremely happy because you're going to have an ample chance to make a lot of money. Okay, so Google is one of those ones that super investors and even myself, guys. So I'm buying long, and I'm gonna share this with you guys. I'm buying some 3 months and some 6 months calls on this, anticipating a move to 180, and then ultimately once we get there and get established up there, this should be at 200. Okay, and so I'll be still looking for that. I can't time it, guys. As spot on as I am, I can't time these things. I have to be patient. I have to have the right time horizon to hit my target price. Let me know if that makes sense. Okay? And then the last one, guys, is NVIDIA, ticker symbol NVDA. This one is sitting at 141.74. Super investors is of the belief that this should be around 180, 185. Guys, if this get up there, it's going to get grabbed. Again, look at that huge upside from here. Earnings is always a dud with NVIDIA, despite how much they crush it. And so know that it'll be kind of a nothing burger, like right after earnings, but then it'll rev up. Okay, we got Thanksgiving coming up. Remember I told you guys, so it's going to be called a melt up. We call it a slow creep, so that the stocks won't go crazy next week. But you see how it's 141? It'll just be 143, 146, 148. It'll just creep up. It ain't gonna go from 141 to 159. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a slow creep, but you're gonna see like, damn, we up 5% this week. You know what I'm saying? But it didn't feel like it because it wasn't moving fast. On the week of Thanksgiving, the market is on a slow creep. Wall Street is on vacation, so the market just kind of like a turtle, but it's going. Be mindful of that so that you got the right perspective on how the stocks will move, okay? And if they go down this week, that's a switch up. That'll be something, that'll be a curveball. But then that just let me know they are already thinking about Santa rally. You'll get a blast off into the Santa rally. Okay, that's in deep December though, deep December into the new year. So be on the lookout for all these things, guys. The more you're in this game, the more these things will become common knowledge to you. You'll just start remembering, like, man, dang, last year this happened. And last year on Christmas this happened. And you start just knowing it. You just write all this stuff down so you can reference it as a historical perspective so you can take advantage of it like we do and have a competitive edge and advantage on the market, okay? Listen, guys, great job this week. Make sure you buy some stock to not only reward yourself, but to be in the habit of practicing dollar cost averaging, okay? Also, everybody consider joining the money team this week. Join by Sunday. Text me or email me if you with me. Send me a screenshot so that I know. Everybody else, consider joining the Discord. The link for that will be down in the description below. Listen, guys, we make videos every 7 days. If you like this one, make sure you check out the next one. Do me a favor. Don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you guys grab some free stock using my link below. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.
Everyone knows it as that investor's fair change. But how did it start? Where did this idea come from?
It all started actually with Spare Change, and the challenge that we were facing was how do we make it really easy for people to start investing who've never invested before. It's something that people could part with. It's not too much money, right? It's something like you can imagine parting with on a day-to-day basis, and then from there, make sure that it's invested responsibly. So we put it into diversified portfolios automatically for you. That happens.
In today's video, we are covering what are the Trump tariffs, what are tariffs inflationary, and will the Trump tariffs actually pass? First, I want to show you some video clips of Trump. So if you didn't know, Trump is a huge fan of tariffs. So I want to show you these clips so that we're on the same page.
But to me, the most beautiful word in the dictionary is tariff. And it's my favorite word. But it's the most beautiful word in the dictionary, tariff. It will save our country. Only stupid people don't want to use it, or corrupt people also.
Okay, so it's clear. I mean, it's no secret that Trump is a big fan of tariffs. And Trump has floated the idea of imposing a 10% tariff on all foreign imports. So I want to show you.
Well, let me ask you what you're thinking here. Would you want tariffs on foreign goods coming into the U.S., take those revenues and cut taxes on American goods and American families here? Would that be something in a second Trump term?
Yeah, there's a couple of things. Number one, I think we should have a ring around the collar, as they say.
Mhm.
I think when companies come in and they dump their products in the United States, they should pay automatically, let's say, a 10% tax.
Mhm.
That money would be used to pay off debt. It's a massive amount of money,
Mhm.
even at 10%. It's not going to stop business because it's not that much, but it's enough that would really
Used against ours. And in case of an escalation, we will act as decisively in a mirror fashion. The ruling elites of the countries are nurturing plans to use their military contingents against Russia. We're choosing measures to be used in response, such as the use of systems that was tested recently in Ukraine, will certainly include warnings to civilians and to clear zones that will be targeted. And we will certainly do this in a transparent fashion. And we do not have any fears that it will reduce the effectiveness of those systems because there is no going to counteract a missile that flies at 10 Mach, which is 2.5 to 3 kilometers per second. Existing anti-missile systems and the anti-missile systems deployed by the United States and Europe cannot intercept such missiles. It is impossible. So, once again, it is not Russia but the United States who have destroyed the system of international security. And they are trying to preserve their hegemony and stoke a global conflict. We have always preferred, and we still prefer, to resolve our disagreements using peaceful means, but we are prepared for any scenario. And if anyone has any doubts, they shouldn't. There will always be a response. Those who still nurture and live against Russia. About events that are happening in the Special Military Operations Zone. I'm talking about what happened in the wake of long-range Western as a result of the escalation. The United States and the NATO allies said that they give their permission to use long-range weapons against targets inside Russia. Experts know fully well, and the Russian side has underscored this time and again, that using such weapons without the direct involvement of military operators from manufacturing countries is impossible. On November the 19th, 6 attackers missiles manufactured in the US were used, and on the 21st, a combined attack using Storm Shadow manufactured in the UK and missiles manufactured in the US were used to attack.
Can you divide 44 divided by 50?
The 44 cannot be divided by 50.
No, 15.
No.
Starting from that point, as we have underscored many times, the breach about the targets and objectives set by the enemy were not achieved. The fire and ammunition storage in the Kursk region, as a result of the fragments of attackers' missiles falling, has been contained. No victims. In the Kursk region, one of the command and control centers of our Severin group was attacked. As a result of the attack and the countermeasures, there have been people wounded and killed, and those who were involved in servicing these facilities, those who were members of the command, have not been hit by the attack and are now continuing their operation to remove the enemy from the Kursk region. I repeat, the use of such weapons cannot change the course of the special military operation. Our military is successfully advancing along the entire line of contact. All the objectives that we set before ourselves will be met. As a response to the use of US and UK manufactured weapons, the Russian forces have carried out a combined strike on one of the military industrial facilities in Ukraine. And this included the test of a global intermediate ballistic missile with a non-nuclear hypersonic payload. The test was carried out successfully. The objectives of the launch have been met. One of the largest and well-known industrial centers that is known since the Soviet times in the Euro region, which is known to be involved in enemy production, was hit. And further plans are being made in Europe and the Pacific to deploy weapons and missiles. And we believe it is a mistake on the part of the United States to destroy the system that was established by the Missile Treaty in 2019. We see that the United States and their allies are now considering and have successfully tested their capabilities to deploy advanced missile systems in different parts of the world. And their exercises will include the use of such weapons. Russia has unilaterally refused to deploy intermediate and small range missiles until we see similar weapons deployed by the United States in a region of the world. The use of the model system, which was essentially an operational test,
What's 44 minus 19?
the decisions made by the United States and their allies.
Do your math. What plus 19 equals 24?
So what? What? 24 minus 19.
I know. Do it reversal to figure out what it is. What plus 19 equals 24? No. Do your math.
As decisively,
I can't do the math for you. You need to figure
in a
it out
mirror
yourself.
fashion, the
Go
ruling
do it.
elites
I
of
know.
the countries
Figure it out yourself.
are
I'll
nurturing
give you the
plans
answer that
to
does not
use
help you.
their
That
military
hurts you.
contingents against Russia should be warned.
Because you're not doing the work. You need to do the work. Go do it.
When
You know how to
choosing
do it.
measures to be used in response,
I know, but you're still
such as
you need
the
to
use
figure
of
it out
systems
yourself.
that
You
was
know how to do
tested
it.
recently in Ukraine,
You know what number plus
will
19
certainly
equals
include
24. So that's how you reverse
warnings
engineer
to
it.
civilians and to clear the zones that will be targeted. And we will certainly do this in a transparent fashion. And we do not have any fears that it will reduce the effectiveness of those systems, because there is no way to counteract a missile that flies at 10 Mach, which is 2.5 to 3 kilometers per second. Existing anti-missile systems and the anti-missile systems deployed by the United States and Europe cannot intercept such missiles. It is impossible. So, once again, it is not Russia, but the United States who have destroyed the system of international security. And they are trying to preserve their hegemony and stoking a global conflict. We have always preferred, and we still prefer, to resolve.
You can get into IT, you can get into the STEM world. Preparing tech professionals since 1966. ECPI University. When I walked into ECPI, I just felt it. I knew this is where I was supposed to be. Although it is incredibly rare, sometimes it happens that people get a massive influx of capital. The most common way is by inheriting a fortune from a deceased relative. The others are often different forms of gambling, like winning the lottery or something similar to that. But very few people are ready for the money, and they'll lose it as quickly as they get it. Statistically speaking, over 70% of lottery winners are back to being broke after 3 to 5 years. And this happens because they have no idea what to do with that money. They've never had money, they've never built wealth, and they're eager to spend it all. And that's why having a plan is so important. It could mean the difference between this money being a blessing or a curse. So here are 15 things you should do if you get rich all of a sudden. Welcome to ALUX, the place where future billionaires come to get inspired. All right, so we're starting off today at number 1. Don't let anyone know. Now, this is your number 1 priority at first. Immediately after finding out, shut your mouth, okay? Sip it. This instinct to share the good news with everyone you know, to shout it from the rooftops, to shove it in the faces of your enemies and burn those bridges with your newfound cash. Well, that's what broke people would do, but you're no longer broke. So privacy is your main concern. You'll tell them when the time is right. Number 2, pay all of your debt. Now, this is the first and only expense you should undertake in the beginning. It's actually a must because debt is what's going to eat away at your life. As soon as you can, as soon as that money hits your account, proceed to pay off all of the debt you have so far. And then stop. You might feel like money is no longer an issue and any new debt you can repay immediately, but that's not true. Trust me. So pay off your existing debt and don't create any new debt. Number 3, do not quit your job yet. Quitting your job immediately after getting money is the first domino in a series of events that will lead you to personal bankruptcy in just a few years' time, okay? We are not wired to be non-productive. No matter how lazy you are, you need something to do. If you're not going to work, you'll be out there chipping away at your good fortune. Although the satisfaction of telling your boss to F off would be enormous for some of you, you'll realize that your feelings toward work have changed. The balance of power has shifted because now you have the power to walk away if it ever comes to it. That said, though, keep your day job and go about your life in the same way you've done so far. Number 4, secure the money and let it sit for a while. Once that money reaches your bank account and you've paid off your immediate debt, let it sit for a little while. It's not the money, it's you who needs time to process this. Your entire life is affected by this financial change, but you're still the same person with the urge of getting everything you've ever wanted. But don't give in to it. The best advice is to not touch that money for the first, 6 months. That might sound like a long time, but it really isn't, okay? And it makes a massive difference into what impact the money will have on your life. Every day you'll think about what to do with that money, and you'll see that in the next 6 months, plans will dramatically change. And that's why you should not be impulsive with your actions here. Number 5, make investment in yourself a priority. You need to learn before you spend. If you want to keep that money, you need to start learning, okay? You haven't built wealth because you don't know how to grow money. And this needs to change. You need to become a person who is financially literate, who understands how money works before you start moving it around. Because not doing this will make you reckless or allow people to take advantage of you, and that is not what anyone wants. A fool and his money are soon parted. It's a very popular saying throughout the world because it's true, okay? And you do not want to be the fool in this scenario. You have the luxury of time, okay? So start investing in yourself now. The average person who will inherit or win this much money isn't some kind of sophisticated investor, okay? And we don't recommend you try to be one yourself. Instead, we're just encouraging you to start with the basics first. And that's exactly why we created a collection called Money 101. Without knowing this, you'll be poor forever. And you can find it included with your subscription to the ALUX app. This collection of lessons will take you through every foundational piece of knowledge you need to reach financial freedom, plus the actionable steps to get you there. We built the ALUX app with the goal of creating 1,000 new millionaires, and we know that education is the key to getting there. We know this because it's exactly how we got ourselves out of poverty and into the Millionaires Club, and we want that for you too. When you download the app, you're prompted to fill in a survey. Don't skip this step, okay? Because this is how our algorithm is best able to create a unique learning path designed to meet you where you are and give you the tools and action steps that you need to make it to the next level. And to sweeten this deal for you, if you download the app and come back here to scan this QR code, you'll get 25% off the yearly subscription. You get a free week on us first, no charges up front. And after 5 days, we'll remind you about the trial so you're not accidentally charged. But truly, okay, there's so much value in there, you're not going to want to cancel. You can see for yourself at alux.com/app. Number 6, do not switch financial advisors. If you've inherited money from a rich relative, it's pretty likely they had a financial advisor. The proof of their services is in the amount of money you're inheriting. They know what they're doing, and your money is in the right hands here. So familiarize yourself with the relationship your relative had and the services they provided. Good financial advisors usually work through referrals and only accept a limited number of select clients. They're expensive because they know what they're doing. A big mistake newfound wealth individuals make is they take that money and they move it to someone else who will dry them out in no time. Number 7, get comfortable, but not rich comfortable. Pay off your house, yes, but don't move to a rich people neighborhood. This is the most common mistake that athletes make. They buy a really expensive home that comes with additional long-term costs like property taxes, maintenance, and so on, and not only will you spend a bunch of money on it, you've added a layer of recurring debt to your life. Do not buy every person in the family a car, okay? Cars are liabilities. Your money is wasting away in the driveway. The goal is to fix your life, not completely remodel it or switch it out for what you think your life should be like. Number 8, do not invest in your friend's business or lend them money. At some point, the cat's coming out of the bag. Everyone's going to know that you've got money now. Money that you didn't earn yourself, which means that some people believe they're somehow entitled to some of it. Everyone will start asking you for money. Money that you will never see again if you give it away. They'll all have new ventures, new projects or ideas, new problems that your money can fix or light up. But this money is your safety net, and putting holes in it no longer makes it safe. That's why money is, well, also a curse. If you give them money, your relationships are kind of doomed, okay? They're going to lose it, and your relationship goes down the drain with it. If you don't give them the money, they could resent you for it, but at least in the latter option, well, your children still get to go to college.
You can start earning 4.25% APY with high yield cash. You even get access to real
College. Number 9, do not start a business immediately. We've all had the daydream of being a boss, right? Telling people what to do and looking at other businesses. Like, I could easily do that myself. The truth is, 9 out of 10 businesses fail. You've already exhausted your luck getting the money in the first place. Start small, okay? Talk to your financial advisor and run all of your investment decisions by them. It's easy to get caught up in the illusion of potential success when you are starting out the same way. This illusion will fade away, and so will the plans that you sink into it. Number 10, prepare for change. The more money you have, the bigger the target on your back. Because to be sued, people will try to scam you or use emotional leverage to get more money out of you.
Daddy, are you playing
Having
with me?
money is a lot of work. You would think life gets easier with money, but the truth is, some problems typically crop up in their place. Number 11, focus on getting healthier. You've got money, now it's time to enjoy it for as long as possible. You cannot afford to be a victim of your own bad choices at this point. Begin with a full medical checkup, and then start taking better care of yourself. Pay more attention to what you consume, and find ways to improve your health. At this point, you should be able to afford any kind of custom-made plan from what you eat to how you maintain your body and your mind. Take full advantage of this privilege, okay, because it is indeed a privilege. Number 12, the 5% rule. The greatest thing to wrap your head around is the money you just received is not going to last forever. That is, unless you're familiar with the 5% rule. So to put it simply, the money you have needs to be wisely invested so it generates an annual return. If you only spend that return, well, in theory, your money should last forever. But you need to get as close to this as possible. Think of this large sum of money as a money tree. As long as you take care of it, it'll bear fruit every single year. And you can enjoy the fruit, but don't go cutting the tree down as temporary firewood. Number 13, protect your kids from the money. Not only will your life be turned upside down because of this money, your kids' lives will change as well. So when it comes to protecting your kids from this money, it can be done through a trust, where they get an allowance from the money without allowing the original investment to ever be touched. That's how the rich are getting richer and how legacy wealth is created. Number 14, do not cheat on your partner. Now this should go without saying, right? Regardless of what your bank account says. But once you've got money, People will want to be around you
This
for
is
their
the way
own
that they were
personal
made at
moments.
church with
Temptations will be
and
big.
CSI.
Awesome.
Mistakes will be expensive. How expensive? Think
That's
half
awesome.
of everything you own plus
And
child
because
support
it has something
This money should strengthen the bond between
Mhm.
each of us as a family. Not
Go
shorten
flatten
them
it. You got it
apart.
all bent up.
Effects their actions will have on their lives, and they can fall into an easy trap.
In your room, please.
Number 15, play it safe. Because why risk it? You find yourself in this incredibly fortunate position that you can provide a lasting benefit to you and your entire family if you just play it safe. Don't put your money into shady businesses. Don't try to push your luck and hope to double that investment quickly. Say thank you to the universe and play it safe, okay? Really, the best thing to do is to behave like this event never even happened. Just somehow magically your debt and financial problems went away. Now, live your life in accordance with this rule and you'll be well off. The money will grow and you'll be taken care of if you just don't abuse it. We've examined numerous cases of people who've had it all and blew it all, and we don't want to mention you in a future video because you did the same. Okay, Lexer, now we're curious. Do you know anyone who blew through a fortune without more? Share your story in the comments below so our community can learn from your experience. And of course, for watching with us all the way to the end, you know you're getting a bonus. Number 16, the law of averages is at play. Whenever luck hits you this much, be careful, okay? Because that pendulum swings both ways. The law of averages dictates that an equilibrium should be restored. In the words of Thanos, everything should be balanced. Remember this word balance, because as long as you maintain it in your life, you'll be fine. If you're a true Luxer and have watched this video until the very end, please write the word balance in the comments just to keep this true Luxer community alive. Thanks for spending some time with us today, my friend. Make sure to like and subscribe so you never miss a video. Until next time, take care.
Why are you not investing in passive? No, seriously. Why are you not investing into one of the most incredible real estate strategies that's the most passive and creates the highest rate of return? Now, investors interest, right? I don't even know what that is. And even if I did, I don't know how to do it. I want to show you. So they reported that they had 353,000 jobs, and then quietly in the middle of the night, midnight, Barron's breaks it, reports saying they were way off, and the government indirectly, slowly corrected themselves after having made the announcement that they had 353,000 jobs, which makes the government look. Wait till we show the numbers here on this one. Very interesting. Americans are breaking up, phantom debt, multiple job holders, primary job, full-time. Wait till you see the numbers. Record-breaking numbers. I will show you. Another stat came up that we have to talk about this. Remember during COVID when they were saying, look, American savings is at the highest it's ever been, $2.1 trillion in savings, and they're paying off their debt, and you're going to see people's credit card debt is going away. This is actually a good idea, UBI. When we sit on the podcast, let's just wait a few years and see what American people do with their money. Because if there's one thing we know, is that majority of the population does not know how to save. The majority of the population, they're professionals at spending money. But this data will absolutely shock you when we show it to you. Percentage of U.S. mortgages considered seriously underwater rises. Shocking stat of the day. $2.1 trillion of excess savings has been wiped out of the U.S. economy since August of 2021. Every month since then, U.S. households have depleted their savings at a pace of $70 billion a month to a $72 billion, minus $72 billion in 2024 at the same time. So a lot of people would say, well, they're taking this money and they're paying off their debt. What's wrong with depleting it? No. U.S. credit card debt has risen from $330 billion to a record $1.1 trillion, while the U.S. savings rates have declined from 3.5% to 3.2%. You know what this means? This means a fire sale is coming because when people look at that chart, by the way, look at the amount of savings we had during COVID. We went from nothing in 2020. Look at the beginning of 2020. The screaming roller coaster. Right? That skyrockets. And then they started giving data about the fact that we're $2 billion is where we are. And obviously, the buy now, pay later stuff is not helping out. But when somebody runs out of cash and savings, guess what comes next? A fire sale. And I'm going to talk about some of the other data that sounds got a lot of commentary to give on this book topic.
What do you think about what you said? When you shared this with me, that was blown away by this. Go ahead. I've been seeing this coming, and this has been really scary. And what it means is, as COVID stopped, you have to look at the emotion of the consumer. As COVID stopped, we could, hey, you can come back out and play, you can travel, you can go to restaurants, and things like that. And people got jobs back at restaurants. Those weren't new jobs, they just went back to old jobs. People started spending, and they forgot how good it felt to have the credit cards paid down, have a little bit of money in the bank, courtesy of the government. But to them, and they spent it, and they kept spending it, and they kept spending it. And now we're in a situation where last year, it is a fact, and you can go look this up. This isn't my opinion, this is a fact. Go look at even regular newspapers, USA Today, you don't have to go study the Wall Street Journal. It was saying that the American consumer last year saved the economy in 2023 by spending on GDP. We bought things, we bought plane tickets, we bought tickets to Disneyland, which I never go to. We did all kinds of things like this. And we saved the economy last year because consumer spending in 2023 was crazy, but we were spending our savings, racking up credit card debt, using BNPL, buy now, pay later, in the fall. And now the American consumer is tapped out. Not completely tapped out, but they're pinched. So what comes next? How is the American consumer going to help the economy? No, there's this regularly cash checking account, saving account. That's the other part of the emotion. Is the stock market did pretty good last year. So most people probably talking to their HR department, hey, how's our 401k? You know, the average investment fund? Oh, it's pretty good. We had a 22% year.
This AI trade finder will hand pick you options trades every morning on autopilot. Hi, my name's Charlie Moon.
Hey, how's our 401k? You know, the average investment fund? Oh, it's pretty good. We had a 22% year. So that probably is a deception because you see your 401k. Hey, honey, my 401k was up 20% at work. Isn't that pretty cool? And then you look at your IRA. Hey, my IRA was up 25% because it was tied to the S&P and Mag 7 last year. Just average people using average index funds that are most of the time, those look pretty good.